And I'm moving to years no what team upon the makes our dancing. Life is about your choices.
It's in this case, and I'm also asking, say, if say a memena or a mayor ban, and I say, make no and the should I also decide to stop the cooking?
But do I say, I am sorry, say, member will look at it. May the men permit each other. Try. And I'm moving to years no what team upon the makes our dancing. Life is about your choices.
It's in this case, and I'm also asking, say, if say a memena or a mayor ban, and I say, make no and the should I also decide to stop the cooking?
But do I say, I am sorry, say, member will look at it. May the men permit each other. Try. And I'm moving to years no what team upon the makes our dancing. Life is about your choices.
It's in this case, and I'm also asking, say, if say a memena or a mayor ban, and I say, make no and the should I also decide to stop the cooking?
But do I say, I am sorry, say, member will look at it. May the men permit each other. Try.
Welcome to Peace Chapel International, our Father's house, and we are glad that you are online today. It is Family Matters again, yes, and today's edition is going to be very, very interesting and educative and a blessing to us all. Money is something that everyone likes or loves. Money helps you and I. Money helps us to engage in all activities. But it's something that many people don't want to talk about or go in depth into, especially when it comes to relationships and marriages. So today, Peace Chapel brings to your way money in relationships. So I'd like you to kindly sit down and enjoy. Today is going to be very interesting because I have very beautiful ladies, renowned ladies in our midst who are ready, poised with questions and are ready to ask our guests, so that our guests will answer the questions that you viewers have in mind, as well as we have in mind. So stay tuned. I have today in the church premises, to my immediate left, Miss Pamela Mensah. And I also have LP Lydia Gagnon and Miss Irene Gatti. You are all warmly welcome to Family Matters. So we would like Miss Irene Gatti to kindly talk about all our social media handles, and then we'll go for a quick commercial break. And when we come back, we'll continue. Thank you.
This is Peace Chapel International, our Father's house. And for our social media handles, we have Instagram, YouTube, and then Facebook. For YouTube, please like and then subscribe to our page and then share at Peace Chapel International. For Instagram, follow us on Peace Chapel and then like our page. And then for Facebook, create a watch party, subscribe, and then share our pages. Thank you.
Thank you. So you got it right there. So kindly make sure you hit the like button if you haven't. And if you are watching, remember to invite someone. Create a watch party and let them all enjoy what we are going to talk about today. Let's go for a quick commercial break, and when we come back, we'll continue. God bless you.
And I'm moving to years no what team upon the makes our dancing. Life is about your choices.
It's in this case, now I'm also asking, say, if say a me na or me or ba no na say me kunu endi maduane a, should I also decide to stop the cooking?
Me do baby I say I am sorry say remember we look at me the men pa me dey chowda. Try.
Lovely viewers, for staying tuned. Thank you for watching Peace Chapel online today. God bless you. I know for sure that after this session, you are going to be a blessing. Money in 1 Timothy 6 verse 10 says, "For the love of money is the root of all evils. It is through this craving that some have been led astray and have wandered from the faith and pierced themselves through with many acute mental pangs." Is that true? How is money causing evil in the relationships? Is money a blessing? These and many other questions are we going to answer. So join us. Today again, you and I are privileged to have the General Overseer of Peace Chapel International, the Bishop Bright Michael Adofoh. Let's welcome him. You're warmly welcome, Bishop.
Thank you.
Thank you for coming today too.
I'm honored to be here.
Amen. So quick, we want to go into the topic for today, money in relationships. Everyone loves money. Well, let me leave the first questions to my co-panelist, LP Lydia. Can you please give us your first question to Daddy?
Thank you very much for bringing me here. I'm so honored to be here this afternoon.
You're welcome.
So please, my first question to our daddy is happiness in marriage dependable on money?
Thank you very much. Happiness in marriage depends on money. You can't say yes, you can't say no. Partly yes, partly no. In marriage relationship, there are many factors that brings happiness, which money is one. But looking at our contemporary times and Bible times, money is very strong, and it doesn't matter how you claim somebody loves you, especially when it comes to like our wives. If we're a man and you said, well, my wife loves me. If you are too broke and poor, we have exceptional cases, but there are some people, if you are too broke and poor, we are going to fight. As a matter of fact, I've done some small research, and I realized that challenges in post-marital counseling, that is after marriage, those people who have married, most of their challenges, one is money. And the money is in two dimensions. If money is too much, some people, money controls them and they can enjoy. But about 85%, if money is not there, the happiness may be out or maybe something small that you can see. So in a way, money contributes some form of happiness, not all. Because if somebody has money and doesn't love you, he can buy you a house, buy you a fleet of cars, take you to London, Dubai, New York, take you to some places because of money. But if it doesn't give you attention, care, then no money will be there, but you can't be happy. But if love is there and money is there, then I know that with Christ on your side, you can be happy. So the truth is, money is a good thing. Just that those of us who are Christians, we don't need to use different or dubious way to go for it. But money is good. And so I want to talk to my sons and my brothers in Christ. In case you're a young man and you want to marry, I will not say be a millionaire before, but at least you need to have some income before you can say you want to marry. If not, the woman is not going to be happy, and you yourself cannot be happy. Let him give you a practical and true story. One colleague of mine who happens to be a pastor, he woke up in the morning and there was no money. I'm sure during this lockdown, and he has not been paid. And so the wife said, hey, Daddy, 7 o'clock, The children want to take some tea. You know, now schools are out, and because of that, the children, let's say, if they eat like twice in the house, now they can eat. And if you are not working, you just eat. And then the pastor didn't have any money. And so the pastor just said, "Hello, darling, I am in the spirit." And the woman said, "Come to the physical." We are talking about physical things. Most people fight because of lack of money. So if you ask me the question, is money the root cause of happiness in marriage? Partly yes, partly no. Whoever tells you that, oh, it's not money, is a lie. Money is part, but other things ought to be there before money can play its proper role. Yeah.
Thank you
Thank
very
you.
much. So, viewers, money is good. I'd like to read some comments from our viewers. From Tricia Kweku, she says, "I'm enjoying the program from Germany. God bless you, Madam Tricia. Thank you very much." Ms. Irene Gatti, let's have your question, please.
Okay, so Daddy, when we talk about money, money is a very dicey topic when it comes to relationships. Some people argue that isn't necessary to have a joint account. As in couples who are ready to get married, is it necessary to have a joint account before they get married?
Before they get married.
Yes, please.
Well, for me, joint account can be done when you marry proper. Because if, let's say, you are dating or you are courting with somebody, you are not already in the thing. And the Bible says in marriage, Mark 10:9, Mark 10:9, the two shall be one. Matthew 19:5-7, the two shall be one. Matthew 19:5-7. So, for example, let me use my case as example. When I met Mama Jimfua and Enyonam, when immediately we married, then I realized that since the Bible said the two shall be one, then everything must be one. And so from day one, she used to be a hairdresser, and she was paid. Today we call it 1 Ghana. That time it was 10,000. I also received 10,000, like 1 Ghana. So both of us began with our joint account. So before marriage is not good, but in marriage is important. Just that one too, we got to be a bit careful and cautious about it. There are some people, some individuals, though this is what the Bible has said, but it depends on people. The Bible says the two shall be one. So I will surely campaign for joint accounts. But let's say my wife has business. We have chemical store, right? What we call the drugstore. That one has separate account, right? So the business has its account, and my wife is in charge. That's a business. But then when it comes to our life, right, we have Bishop and Teresa Adofoh's accounts, about 2 or 3. But the business has its own account. So, yes, I will go for joint account. But if you have business, you can also have your account. The only challenge is that if you understand yourselves, that's the thing. There are some people, though they don't have joint account, but they understand themselves. Because there are some people too, their complaint is that when we have joint account, and my wife knows how much I bring in, is going to squander it. Not only the wives going to squander, but some men too. When they realize that their wives have money, then they don't want to contribute. So there are some challenges when it comes to some of this. But for me, generally, and I'm speaking from God's perspective, and since marriage is God, God is a marriage maker, so we need to do what He tells us. So I'll campaign for joint account, but there must be a way for everyone also to have a form of independence when it comes to money, so that the person will never be tied to you so much that I'll give me 10 Ghana before. But if you understand yourselves, then joint account will be okay. For me, that will be my campaign. I've seen that ever since my wife and I began over 27 years ago. It is all good. At times, once in a while, I go to the bank and they will ask me, "Where is Mama?" Because she doesn't go there. And then once in a while, when she goes, then she signs the account. They say, signature is not right, because she doesn't go there often and often. Because both of us don't even go. Once in a while, I do more than her, because we have workers who go for us. So generally, joint account is not bad. But there are challenges. Some people are opportunists. But will never negate God's word. Notwithstanding the challenges, we can never negate God's word because God says the two shall be one. But people are different. So I would just say, if you are a man and you are hearing the sound of my voice and you have a wife, you got to know who your wife is. Vis-a-vis as a wife, if you have a husband, know who he is. If it's somebody that takes, he's an opportunist, then there's a challenge. And all of you are my daughters. You have not married yet, right? And my prayer for you is that God will give you somebody better.
Amen.
And so that joint account will never be a problem. because of money, there's no joy in the home. Because some people, they will go behind you and do some nasty things. Those are the challenges. But as I said, the challenges you must not allow the challenge to negate God's word. For me, I'm enjoying my joint account. I don't know you. Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank
Daddy.
you very much. God bless you. It's getting exciting, and I personally have a question, Bishop. How much money is enough for a relationship to go on, from relationship into marriage?
Let's say if we are talking about a man, let's say a young guy,
And a young lady.
they want to start. How much do they need before they start? For me, I can never sit here and give amount that I get 20,000 or 30,000. What I would say is that both of you must be able to love each other, number one, and both of you must be able to have some income. Both of you must be able to have some income. It doesn't matter how much, but at least the man must be able to have some income to take care of the wife and the children yet unborn, vis-a-vis their wife. So for me, if both of you are working and have some income, then you need to start. The question will be, how much income? That's it. I don't want to use my experience because experiences are not objective. Experiences are subjective. But for me, if you permit me, I didn't have any much. As a matter of, I was a student pastor, and my salary was, as I've indicated, just 1 Ghana today. And then we got married. But we understand ourselves from day one, and here we are. That doesn't mean that everybody should go my way, but I've seen by experience, observation, research that if both of you have understanding to each other and you have influence, income, regular, not part-time. If you have regular income, let's say today, 500 Ghana, 1,000 Ghana, if both of you can have, let's say, to begin with, 500 Ghana or 1,000 Ghana each, that's not bad. You can start getting married. But before that, you got to know that you have a place that, let's say, you have your singing room or chamber and hall, if possible. Somebody will say chamber and hall or singing room self-contained. I don't want to talk about self-contained, but just get a chamber and hall, get a bed, get TV. Make sure those things are all bought before you start. But when you start and you have some income, maybe 500 Ghana a month, I'm speaking from Ghana, the contest out there, let's say Europe, US, and other places, maybe some pounds, 500 pounds or something. So here in Ghana, if both of you can have like 1,000 to start with, because you need to ask yourself, do you rent apartment? How much are you paying? So let's say 300 Ghana a month. You must be able to take away this from 1,000, and then light bill, water bill. So surely water. So maybe 500 Ghana will go to all these utilities, and then both of you need to plan and begin to discuss whether 500 can take you along. But the truth is, some people don't even receive 1,000 a month, but they are making it. So to start there, that will be my suggestion. But it's not static. This is not Bible. Bible just said a man must work and the woman must be a helper. But Bible didn't give us the kind of amount that a man should have first. But I look at the Bible from God's perspective. God, as a planner, gave us the Garden of Eden. Adam was doing something before Eve came to the sin. So the man must be working, the woman too. I mean, gone were the days they would tell you, oh, students don't marry. But today, what the school I attended, I have 59 years. The man has grandchildren. Because yes, so today you can still go to school and work. The man was 59 years, has grandkids. That was my mate. Right? So you can be in school. It depends. I'm not saying SHS or no, but probably you have your first degree, you have some income.
You have some income.
That's not bad. Yeah.
Thank you very much. God bless you. I'd like to read a comment from Kwejo Amwa Kohene. He says, Bishop, you are too great. I'm enjoying your program from Belgium. God bless you, Mr. Kwejo. And then Lee Ofori says, I greet you, man of God. So, Bishop, these are some.
Thank God for them.
Okay, God bless you. So, before we continue, Miss Pamela would have a question.
Okay, so thank you once again, Daddy, for the opportunity. So, Daddy, my question is, so currently the bar in relationship has been raised so high. Like most of the fun things come from not marriage couples that are dating. Most of the fun and then the interesting things in the relationship come from wearing matching clothes, having a lot of fun, going on trips, and then all of that involve money. So as a student with no income, how can you cope with such pressure aside going on fun trips, wearing matching clothes? You don't have the funds to do all that. So what other interesting things can you do to keep the relationship going? Because they say that the money spices up the relationship, but then the money is not there. So what do you do to make your relationship interesting and fun?
Unbelievable. This is great.
like this one.
Anyway, you know, they say everything has its time. When they say it is in the Bible, Ecclesiastes chapter 3. And so you start life. Life, they say, is progressive attainment, step by step, right? And somebody said, man is in sizes, and so everything has its time. You don't have money to have one clothes, go on trips, holidays. What can you do? I think that there are many things you can do together. Let's say if you live in Accra, and the weekends, if you have 20 Ghana, let's say 50 Ghana, you can just take trotro or taxi. It depends. Now we have Uber and other, the boat and Uber. You take one, probably 16 Ghana, and then you can go to some beach. You just relax there. Fresh air. You talk about life and other stuff. That's
Get
good.
some kebab.
Yes, you get some kebab, probably 20 Ghana. You can also take another one and go to airport. Now we have Terminal 3, like Aburuchre. You can just go round, and then when you are going to make sure you dress good. Yeah. So when people see, they know that you are going to fly KLM, you know? Yeah, that's good. And then that's it. So it is you. You can do many, many things. The truth is that where there is a will, there is a way. Or where there's a way, in other words, it is you. If you have the will, you can have a way. So the money is good, but you can do other things without money. You can just take your social media, your phone, and you begin to chat, watch movies, and other stuff. If you are tired of watching movie, you can play Ampe or Ware, or those are the things. Or you can also, like a child of God, you can have some time to go before the Lord waiting. That's it. So they're okay. Oh, you don't like that one?
Fun things. Fun things.
You don't want spiritual things. You see, contemporary girls. But anyway, I'm sure the beaches and then the airport, and then you can even go to Oxford Road. You know, you go to a restaurant, and when you go, make sure you have some money. Don't just go and sit there. But at some place, you can just go and sit and then just buy one Coke, right? And that's it. You are just sipping the Coke and some water.
To the cinema.
Cinema too is important. Cinema too is important. Yeah. So yes, the trails and then wearing clothes together are important, but you got to take it easy. You don't start life like that at all. Because the question is, what are you doing? What kind of work do you do? How much income do you have? In case your landlord says, get out from the place, what are you going to do? So a time may come, you can do all that. When we got married 27 years ago, we didn't have all what we are talking about. But today, by grace of God and Peace Chapel, things are not bad at all. Yeah.
Oh, thank you very much. So viewers, I hope you are enjoying and you are noting all these things down. We are all learning. God bless you for watching. I'd like you to humbly bring all your comments to our comments box. Anything you want to ask, any contributions you have, feel free to send them. You can also send all questions to 055 459 2569. 055 459 2569. God bless you. Bishop, when a lady and a gentleman want to get married and say the gentleman doesn't have enough money, can the lady bring the money so they get married, and later when the man gets the money, he pays in the marriage?
Well, they say if you can't spell, don't write. And in married relationship, since you are not married to an angel, even angels have flaws, some of them. You are married to a human being, courtesy demands that the man must be able to prepare when it comes to paying the dowry. That's very important. Don't try to loan money to a man to marry you. It is not acceptable anywhere. And this is the Africa context, not out there, right? Or tomorrow, some days are, you can have some disagreements, and the man probably will say, well, I didn't even love you in the beginning. You forced me to marry you. What are you going to do? So if the man is not ready to spell, he must not write. So if it's not ready to marry you, pay dowry and other stuff, he must not come into the scene at all. And so young ladies, if you are hearing the sound of my voice, don't give any man money to marry you. By the grace of God, as a marriage counselor, I've seen many things, I've heard many things. And some of the cases that come to us, some of these are factors that you are ready to give a man money to marry you. No, then who is marry who? Here in Africa context, the man must come and pay the dowry in the name of Jesus. It's by force, immediately, at once. If he can't do it, don't help him. The only time the Bible says a woman should help a man is when you become a wife. When you become a wife, then you can build him houses. You can buy him fleet of cars. Until then, wait. If it's not ready, don't do it. Yes. And I'm sure there are some people, because of peer pressure, and then the society.
And growing in
age.
as a lady.
I'm aging. And this man is, although the man is a good man, but the man doesn't have capacity to marry me. So I want to help him. No, you don't do that. Anything you do outside scripture is not acceptable. And I look at Africa or Ghana. At times I see that our culture, you can see most of biblical things in our culture. In the Bible, we saw Isaac marrying Rebekah. We saw Boaz marrying Ruth. We have seen all that. So why are you going to give money to a man to marry you? Tomorrow, it is not going to help you. So don't do it. If you have that mentality, stop it. And at times somebody will say, well, Bishop, I did it, work for me. Well, your experience is just subjective. It is not objective. And I will never encourage any one of you or all those hearing the sound of my mouth to do that. It's not good. Make money. Get ready. When the man marries you, help him. Until then, don't help him. Anyway, and the same way I'll tell the guys too. If you have not married a woman, you are dating, don't give her money. Oh, say. Yes.
Bishop,
Why? Why will I give?
That's the question.
Why will I give you money? Are you my wife?
You are preparing yourself to become my husband, so that yes. So you need to groom the lady so that she knows that you can give her when you get married.
No, I don't think that is a measure rod. In most cases, I'm speaking from experience, when you are in gossip or you are dating a guy and then you begin to ask him money or he begins to give you money, the tendency to sleep with you is about 70 or 80%. Because men don't give things for giving sake. Wow. Right? That is why every young girl learn a trade. If you go to school, study hard. Make money by yourself. By experience, I've seen that here in Africa, some women are not treated well because of lack of purchasing power. No, some men can just talk to them anyhow. Because every time they are depending on men, it's a bad thing. It is evil. Why will you depend on a man? Make money by yourself. Can you imagine? One time, our diffuser spoiled. And then I went out when I came. A few has bought one. My wife has bought one. You can imagine that one. Wow. In most cases, some men, they don't treat women well because the women are not asset in their relationship, they are liability. But if you invest in your relationship, man will treat you with respect. So make money as a young girl and don't depend on a guy. Make money. And they will say, what can I do? Sell something. Make money. It will help you in your relationship.
But if once in a while he gives you something.
Well, don't know that. What? Okay, once in a while, maybe your birthday, me
Yeah.
like this when I met a virgin. I don't. Why it comes back and forth. For 2 years, I didn't give her anything. I didn't have anything in the first place.
Okay.
I didn't have anything even to give to her. So if you meet somebody like me that time, what are you going to do? There was nothing. But I would never say maybe you have a guy who want to marry you and probably during your birthday he buy you a cake. It's
Or
not bad.
surprise one day. Surprise.
Surprise. You
Into
want
your
some
account.
into your account. Well, I will never say that is bad, probably because of a birthday. But it is not going to something that every day, hello, give me momo, give me money to do my hair. I want to buy this. And no, that's not right. Make money and take care of yourself. It's a sign that when you marry him, you can be a helper.
Thank you very much. Ms. Irene, kindly give your question.
Okay, thank you very much, Daddy.
Welcome, ma'am.
Daddy, we are in the 21st century.
21st century.
Yes, please. Then the youth of today, we want a Ben Dada, in the sense that you want a guy who is well-to-do already before you settle in a relationship with him. Is it something that you should look out for when you are going into a relationship? Like, is it a vital element that should be put in place when you are looking for a guy?
I'm happy you said we are 21st century. But the Bible, God's word has no change. Right? The word of God is still. Although looking at some theologians, the Bible is about 4,000 years old. But the word in the Bible is still current. There's no current thing than the Bible. So, yes, we are 21st century, but we are Christians. So we speak from not only the contemporary world, but the biblical perspective. It is not bad if, let's say, a rich man wants to marry a young girl. It's not bad. If that is your destiny, if that is your fate, it's not bad. But what must you look for as a young girl? Look for someone who loves the Lord and who loves you. Because again, money will be there, but if there is no respect, money cannot be anything to go by. And so if you are looking for something as a young girl, though money is good, don't look for a lazy man. No. Don't marry a lazy man. Don't marry opportunist young guy. Don't marry that person. But marry a Christian or a person who fears the Lord and work hard. Probably, let's say, he has a chamber hall or just one room. He has probably 500 Ghana or 1,000 Ghana or probably $100 or $200 or something. But the guy is serious. In most cases, you can see a guy and you listen to a guy. The man or the guy is a man of vision. So I will tell you that when somebody proposes to you, before you say yes, make sure the person, the child of God, number one. But you must be able to know the man is a man of vision, the way he speaks. Vision simply means your future in pictures. When you meet him, what are the things he talks about? Let's say it's just a carpenter. He just began a carpentry shop. And he's saying, well, the next 5 years, I want to be like Pocas. I want to be like this one. A man of vision. Maybe he's living in a single room, but looking at the things and the way he talks, he says, well, next 2 years or 3, I'm going to buy a land or this and this. So go for a man who fears the Lord, who loves you the way you are. And then the third is a man with vision. When a man has a vision, no problem. He may be down today, but tomorrow, when you marry a man with vision, he will take you to television. A man with vision will take you to television. So go for a child of God with vision, who fears the Lord, who works hard. He can be poor, but tomorrow it will be all right. But don't just make your mind, as for me, I'm going for already made material, already made man. Somebody said already made material could be dangerous. It doesn't mean that when you get a rich man and he comes to you, don't say no, unless he's not the child of God. Right? But life must not begin with high, no. expectation begin from somewhere. And I look at even Peace Chapel, I've seen a lot of young men, young women who began with nothing. And today, God has blessed them, right? So I don't want to use only my experience. I've seen many, many people in this church and other places that they began with nothing. But God was on their side, and both of them love each other. And because the man had vision, today they are moving somewhere. Yeah.
Thank you. So a man with a vision will take you to television. Wow. If you're a young lady and you are watching, I'm sure you are really learning something, as we all are. From Constance Amano, she says, yes, work hard, even if you are a woman. God bless you, Daddy. Michael Abdul Karim says, we are watching from Telford. God bless you all. And Joanna Tamaklu says, God bless you, Daddy. She says, in Ghana, no, my sister. I think there's a comment in response to Miss Pamela's question. And Miss Joanna says again, good one. I have a question from Michael. Michael says, whoa, I'm enjoying the program, but my question is, if Bishop is saying when dating the lady, she's not supposed to help the man financially, then how will the guy or the young man know if the lady can be helpful in the marriage? One question.
The one way for you to know the woman can be helpful in marriage is that if the woman can take care of herself before you marry her. If she relies on you, then it's a sign that she's not a serious person. But you have not married her, but she take care of herself. She can go to salon to do her own hairstyle. She can buy some clothes and other stuff. That's a good person. So it is not the money he gives to you that shows that he's a good person. No, but if you can take care of herself, that is a good sign. Yeah.
Thank you very much. Miss LP Lydia has a question.
Okay, Daddy, thank you very much. I believe we are learning so much from this program. I'd like to ask, what happens, or what are some of the challenges that the married couples face when there is no transparency in their financial status?
Hey.
When the man is not clear with things with the woman pertaining to the financial status of the family, what happens? What are some of the challenges they face?
Plenty. Look at the Bible, I'm sure Genesis chapter 2, 24, 25. Adam and Eve, they were naked. Simply means there was transparency in their relationship. What are the challenges if they have lack of transparency, especially their finances? One, the woman will assume, or the wife will assume that you have much. And so probably the demands will be something that you may not be comfortable with it. The same way, there can be no trust in that relationship if there's no transparency. There can be no commitment because I don't know you. I lack security. Let's say the man here in Africa, they say that the man is the breadwinner. But I'm sure it is changing because these days, even in Ghana, we have a lot of wives who are helping. Here in Peace Chapel, I've seen a lot of wives helping their own husbands. So, but when it comes to a man who claims I'm a breadwinner, and then because that the way he sees himself, he's not transparent to the wife, then the wife knows that this marriage, although I'm in, but I lack transparency, I lack security, I'm not important, I'm not worth. And because of that, she cannot give herself more to the relationship. If you are working with somebody and the person is not open to you, you can't be committed to him or to her. So for me, that's the major thing. No transparency, no commitment. And the same way, blood is the life wire for any living human being. Lack of commitment destroy marriage relationship. So I think that's the major one. If you don't have transparency in when it comes to monetary affair, it's too damaging. And it's not the best at all. And I will never encourage anyone to do so. Having said that, there are challenges when it comes to transparency. There are some men, when, let's say husbands, when they see that, or when they realize that their wives have some money, they don't give anything. when their wives ask them money, they say, I don't have money.
Yes.
Because they know that you have some. So that's the challenge. But the challenge must never negate God's word. The same way some wives too, when they see that the husband have much money, then the demands too much. Talk about shoe is old and this is old. Immediately money comes, pay slip, I land it, and then hey, 20,000 Ghana, $5,000, 2,000 pounds, 4,000 euro. Money has come. And the demand. So these are the challenges. My advice will be to all of us, especially the wives. If you want your husband to be open to you, be careful about your demands. Be a wise woman. I'm not saying don't ask anything, but be careful the way you demand so many things, and then use money wisely. I'm sure COVID-19, coronavirus, has given us a lesson that as God blesses you, don't use money unwisely. Because I'm sure some people are now beggars because of lockdown in Europe, in US, and I'm sure Asia. Some countries, they are still under lockdown. You don't go anywhere. Even their case, they have a lot of advantages from their government. Here in Ghana, yes, the government has done some good to some people, but it's not easy. And so if you're a wife, and then you see your husband is getting some money, and all you do is demand, changing your hair gear every week, trouble for you. You got to be careful. The same way as a man too, don't do that at all. That your wife has some money and you want to squander it. I am praying that Adofoh Adofoh get much money, and all my daughters and those who are hearing the sound of my voice. I'm expecting all of you, my daughters, my aunties, and my nieces to make much money. May God bless you. And when God blesses you, make sure you support your husbands. That would be great.
Thank you very much. In a situation where the man is a spendthrift, or
The man is,
a spendthrift,
Uh-huh.
or extravagant,
I understand.
yes, and the lady is not, but the man is the head of the family, and he controls the finances of the family. How is the lady or the woman in the relationship or marriage? How is she supposed to control or help the man in this situation?
Well, the reason why God made the woman is that the woman is supposed to be a helper, a helpmate from Genesis 2:18. All men, including myself, we need advice from our wives. So, as a woman, your duty is to help your husband. So, begin to observe him, and then don't use notical approach, meaning don't use harsh approach, but rather be apologetic in your endeavor, in your choose or choice of words. So little by little, when you humble yourself and you win his respect, you can advise him little by little. It is not going to be easy, especially if that man has this habit of spending. If you position yourself well, you can win him back to you. It is not going to be easy, but take it easy. In most cases, when some wives are speaking, their husband don't want to listen because of the approach. Who says Canada? No, don't speak to me like that. Are you insulting me? Are you insulting my intelligence? Don't speak like that. Hello, my darling. F1, wonderful man. You are too handsome. I love you. Mwah. You see, like that. So you begin to recommend, then advice comes. So in case you're a wife hearing my voice, and when you speak, your husband doesn't listen to you, check your approach. Probably you are not approaching the man very well. So my daughters, you are young people. Yes, men, we have problems, including myself. But you came in to help us. So when you have come to help me, take it easy. Be patient. Don't try to run me down. Who says Canada? What is going on? Hey, take it easy down. I'm not saying don't talk, but be careful about choice of words. Yeah.
Thank you very much. Family Matters comes your way every Saturday, 4 p.m. Kindly take notes. I hope you're enjoying and you are liking. You are bringing all your comments and questions, which will be answered very soon. God bless you. Ms. Pamela, kindly give your question.
Okay, Daddy. We believe that to be comfortable in life, the money comes in for you to be comfortable in life. Money comes in. So as a young girl in a relationship, I want to use something that came on the news recently as an example. During the lockdown, there was this young girl caught at La Paz, and she said she was going to see her, she was going to live at her boyfriend's place, and then she would come back after the lockdown. And then after the media went to her house the next day, looking at the condition, I felt like the girl had every right to, because she wasn't comfortable. Looking at the environment where they were living, the number of people there, and apparently it looks like she's not the one that is idle. Her parents don't have the money to support her in her education and then help her learn a trade as well. The income wasn't there. So in such a situation, is it advisable for her to go and live on a man to take care of her, to make her comfortable, to help her learn a trade or something? Or in this situation, is she still supposed to be in her parents' house and then just be there without learning a trade
And
while she's
suffer.
uncomfortable as well?
When I saw the bulletin, I was like, wow. I saw the news, the bulletin, I was like, Jesus. Such situation, if she goes to church, let's say it's in Peace Chapel, then surely you talk to the welfare department and the church will help. For me, you can never correct wrong with wrong. No. You can't just pick Peter, steal from him and people. So going to live with your boyfriend. So when you get pregnant, what happens? And your family is struggling and you want to add to their problems. And so I can never condemn her in any decision she took, but it is not the best to do more harm to your life. I'm sure in such situation, probably if she goes to church, could have spoken to the pastor of the church, or she could have started doing something. How much money do you need to start selling, let's say, oranges? You can do that. Ice water. You can have somebody who has like a fridge or deep freezer, like my in-law, and take care of you. You go to her at La Paz, right? Behind the Prudential Bank, and she'll sell ice water there. Yes, that's my in-law, the best mother-in-law in the world, you know. You go to her, and she can give you some water to go and sell. So she could have done something at her age, because at 17, yes, she could have done something. You know, I began life at the age of 7. In a way, as a man, you see, girls are different. I realize that I can never condemn my father on this stage, but he had 13 children, happy is number 12, and 3 wives, you know. Eventually, I saw myself, my mother living with a different man, my father to have his own wife already. So at the age of 7, I began working in the farm to take care of myself. And so at the age of 17, boyfriend is not the solution. She could have started doing something. And maybe she doesn't have anything to go by, as I said, if she goes to church, go to talk to the church, the pastor, and the welfare committee can take her as Peace Chapel, some other people benefit from the church. But to go and live with your boyfriend is not a good thing. So I use this one to advise my daughters and my nieces and all ladies. If things are hard for you, the solution is not going to live with a man. No, you are adding to your problems. Find something doing. It depends on your age. And if you go to church, talk to your pastor. Sure, very, very vital. And start doing something with your life. It is going to help you in your future. Don't rely on man at that time. At the age of 17, the man, as I indicated earlier on, some men have taken advantage of women because of lack of purchasing power. I just have pity for some wives who come to me and they are crying. Why are you crying? Why don't you make money by yourself? Anyway, so that will be my advice. Don't go and live with a boyfriend because of lack of purchasing power, but rather start doing something. And if you don't have any means at all, go to church and talk to your pastor. Yeah.
Thank you. God bless you. Let me read a few comments. You ladies are looking very beautiful. Thank you very much. We really appreciate it. And a question from Harriet Aqua. She says, my question, please. What advice do you have for couples who do not like to give gifts to their partners, be it on a special day or a non-special day?
They don't like giving gifts. But I can't imagine you say you don't like giving gifts, because what is love? Love is giving. John 3:16. So if you love your wife, give her gift. Okay, let me use this opportunity to wish my wife a happy 50th birthday in advance. Tomorrow, a will be 50 years. 3rd May.
Oh,
Afia,
God.
God bless you. Happy birthday in advance. Oh, Afia, the only woman in my life who has changed my life. If Jesus tarries, Afia, you are going to live another 50 years or more with strength. And you know, if not this corona, I could have taken you to Japan.
Hi.
You know, but anyway, let's put it down. After corona, you can, Baba, God bless you. Yep. And so come back to this question. Love is giving. I don't understand the media. I don't know how to give. What are you talking about?
Maybe the finances is not enough.
Okay,
that
so
good.
what are you talking about here? Giving. I mean, something they say is better than nothing. If you want to give something, there must be a way for you to give something.
Okay.
I mean, what prevents you go out, you buy chocolate? That's good.
Oh.
Or you go to Papaya, 25 Ghana. Why Jehomo? It's bad.
Yeah.
Sure. Or one day gentleman, you know. So you can just say, do some 5 Ghana, 5 Ghana, 5 Ghana. You get 70 Ghana. Then you go to La Pam. You go inside yourself.
Wow.
So at times, not only the lack of money, but because there are some people, it is their intention. Maybe I don't know. The truth is that when you marry, don't say, I ask for me. Learn. If you don't know, learn. Probably, maybe some people don't know because of ignorance. How can you tell me you don't know how to give gifts? You got to give gifts because love is giving. But this is it. Women, at times you don't give gifts. I'm not talking to you that all the time receive gifts from her. No, you to give gifts. You are a wife, you don't give gift. Why? You are a young girl. You are dating a man. You dear, you don't give gift to the man. Why are you doing that?
Bishop, sometimes it's the other way around. Though. The way
Minister,
you're saying it.
you want to call it. You don't young girls, you don't give gifts, give gifts. We like it. If you are, anyway, September is coming. God bless you.
Okay, so LP Lydia has a question.
Well, Daddy, we are so much grateful. We are enjoying this program, and I believe viewers out there are also enjoying this program.
Yes.
Daddy, you know, sometimes you earlier said that the woman should also work hard to attain something in order to help in the house or help financially. Sometimes some of the husbands think that when my wife earns more than me, she'll become like the boss, the head in the family. So he will do everything possible to stop the wife from earning more than him. So which advice do you give to such a husband? What do you tell him?
Any husband who fails to appreciate the worth of his wife is a coward. Any man who don't want the wife to progress is also a coward. I mean, how will you do such a thing? For me, because women are wonderfully made by God. They are our assistants. And right now, under COVID-19 coronavirus, hey, if our wives are not there, trouble. So I don't know how some men can be coward. Why are you afraid of your wife's worth or blessing? It's a honor. Can you imagine, Pa, that my birthday September, if you buy me Jeep, 2020 model?
Amen.
What a wonderful day, a wonderful gift. So my advice to such men is that it is good for your wife to also make money. In the Bible, I've never seen anywhere that men should get much money, a woman must not get much. This is not there. Your wife is a child of God. You're also a child of God. And the same God who blesses man can bless you too. Unfortunately, this part of the world, though it is changing, they say that men are bred with that. Now it is changing. No. Even in Ghana, it's changing. And so my advice is that seek the welfare of your wife. And when God blesses your wife, there's nothing wrong at all. Just that there is a warning or a caution there. Some women, when God blesses them, then to them they substitute their respect with their blessing. They don't allow the man to talk. Who are you to talk to me? Oh, I'm going to, let's say this woman, the wife says, I'm going to town to buy something. And then, what are you going to buy? And the wife said, well, last 2 weeks, I bought blue attire. Blue, all blue. And today, too, I'm going for yellow. And the man says, another yellow? Shut up. I'm not going to buy with your money. Those are the challenges. So I will just appeal to my daughters, my nieces, and all children of God, especially wives and women. As God blesses you, still maintain your composure. Respect your husband. I'm sure those are the areas some men are jittery when they see their wife making money. Because when some women, when they make money, they don't respect. But I'm sure they are few. But for me, I don't care how my wife behaves. I want God to bless her. I want her to make much money.
Amen.
Much money. And I know if you are when God blesses her, and all Chapel ladies, when God blesses her, I know I'm not going to be stubborn.
Amen.
Yeah.
Amen. Ms. Irene Gatti has a follow-up question, please.
Okay, so thank you. Daddy, please, not to draw you back, but following up on Miss Pamela's question, what if the guy is ready to support you, but it's not necessary that you have to go and stay with him. Maybe you're in your parents' house, but then he's ready to help you in your education. Or maybe if you want to learn a trade, he's ready to finance everything. Will you still allow him to go on?
It's a serious question. There's nothing wrong if a man wants to marry you and support you. As a matter of fact, when we were young, there was a word called esiwa. That simply means that, let's say, when you were born, when you were like 5 years, a guy comes to speak to your parents that this one I'm going to marry Irene when she's of age. And then the man begins to give what they call chop money. Those days in my hometown, I used to hear those things. I don't know whether it's still applicable. So those days, the tradition was that because she's your siwa, which means because you are going to marry her, they begin to give money. So those things were allowed. Here in this context, you said 21st century. At times, because of disappointment, because human beings, we are dynamics. You are growing, and then here you are. The man has invested in your life, and then eventually, you say, "I don't want him again." So those are the challenges, because a man may invest in your life when you are tender age, but when you grow, you may see other people, and probably you will say that you don't want to marry such a person again. So for me, to avoid that kind of broken heart and disappointment, avoid being investing in a woman that's not your wife. Yeah.
Bishop, there is one question in relation to what we just asked. I want to add it. She says, from Harriet, she says, is it right to sponsor a lady or a guy you intend to marry him or her? Okay, so she means that, is it right to sponsor a lady or a guy you intend to marry in education?
As I said, come back to the same thing. Those days, the olden days, somebody want to marry you, sponsorship was not difficult. But the 21st century and your civilization and your modernization and your IT, it is not advisable because of disappointments. Somebody came to my house and then he was crying. The man want to commit suicide. Why? He is a businessman. He helps someone to finish Legon. That's what he said. And after the girl has graduated, he said, you are not my type. And the man has bought a lot of things for her. She has prepared everything. She went and took everything. And eventually, they began cursing each other. So at times of this thing, when you hear, then you don't advise this thing to happen. So for me, I would just say, if you want to marry, take your time, prepare. When it's time for you to marry. According to international marriage counselors, you don't need to have a date for a man, like a man for a woman, more than 3 years. We have exceptional cases which works, but primarily, if you meet a girl, a lady, probably 2 years, yes, marry her. If you are not ready to marry her, don't invest in her. And I want to talk to all of you, including my hearers and my listeners, online viewers. A man that you don't want to marry, don't take his money. And you know that you don't want to marry her. It's because you want money. Never collect money from a man you don't love. Don't do it. It's evil. It's sin. Avoid it. I don't know, yes, sir. I got on your size. Where do me come from? Who are you? Avoid it. Yes. Yes.
Okay, Daddy, so I have a question. Daddy, in our times today, to keep up your looks and then everything else, it takes a lot of money. To keep your hair looking nice, like almost every time, to keep wearing nice dresses, it takes a lot of money. Personally, there was one time I encountered a man on campus. I was just passing by and then he stopped his car. And in a way, before, like, when I looked into the car, he had exposed like a lot of money by him. And then he started talking about, during those times, my hair was like, I was just walking, my hair was messy. So he took off from there, talking about my hair. I didn't know him from anywhere. He's giving me money to go and do my hair. He's giving me money to go and fix my nails and all that. Such situations are very tempting on campus. There are people that are ready to sponsor you, give you their money and everything.
For free? For free?
Daddy, for that, I can't tell. At that moment, you can't tell if it's for free or he wants something in return. But then they say that men don't give something for free. So
That's the truth, man. Say it again.
After you take the money, they'll lure you into getting into a relationship with them. Can I say that I'll get into the relationship with this man? And then maybe we say that love, you can grow, you can develop love for somebody. And then in the process, I'll end up loving the man. But then the first thing that got me into the relationship was because of the money that he started giving me and then all that. Is it advisable? The man is not married. Is it advisable to get into such a relationship? You end up loving him. But then is it advisable to get into such a relationship? Is it good?
Well, for me, from where I'm sitting as a Christian pastor, don't base your commitment on a man because of money. You must be able to say yes to a man when you really know you love the man, you can live with him the rest of your life. Money is not bad, but don't begin with money. If your premises is not good, your conclusion is not going to be good. That's what somebody has said. And so, in relationship, although many things can bring you together, but money is not the best. That is, don't look for money and say yes to a man. Because in most cases, maybe your love is unconditioned because of the money. But love that is conditioned is not proper love, because money alone is not everything. A time will come. You may have all the money, but you lack attention, care, and many things. So, for me, for a young girl, for you to go into relationship, you must be able to take some things into consideration. A child of God, somebody that I can see that I can live the rest of my life with him. That's the thing, and I like him. This is the person I like. You know, one of my wife, when we met 30 years ago, she can take a paper. Unlike today, you have the WhatsApps. She take a paper and she'll write, "Spare me 1 hour for your time." When we were caught, and then she will send this to Mami Sewa and the younger sister, and Mami Sewa Boateng, and the Mami Sewa will come. I goes, you come and say, my sister said, give. And when I take the paper and I read, oh Jesus, what is this? It makes me sleep for 3 days, with proper dreams of that word. She says, I like you, I love you, your presence is all I need. I think everybody needs that kind of thing. Your presence, a guy that when I go around with him, I feel okay. Not because of the money, but I love the man in person. The way he carries himself, and his demeanor. I like the person like that. And then today, 21st century, it's about money, it's about things. That's why in most cases, a relationship doesn't last. So for me, don't just say yes to a man because you just met a man on the highway and the man tried to give money or that. No, I don't think it's the best thing. Go for your size. Begin from somewhere and little by little. Today I'm not rich. I'm not poor too. God is my source. And if you all love me when I didn't have anything, today we are all moving on small, small, small. So go for your type and not this man in the car and say, I want to give money to. Did I tell you that I need money for my hair? Why? There's some people, they are too inquisitive. Master, mind your business. A time will come. God is going to bless a young girl hearing the sound of my voice. And you are going to have everything a minute. Until then, take it easy. Contentment will be the watchword. Take it easy. Just be content now. Probably you are living with your parents. They don't have much. Whatever they give to you, just make sure you use it. And then you, if you are like 18, it depends on what you do. If you can do some trade, do something and to bring some money for your life. But until God time comes, wait. And the time will come, God is going to blow your minds with the blessings from the husband to be.
Thank you. All too soon, we are coming to the end of today's edition of Family Matters. I hope and I know for sure that you really enjoyed and you've been blessed. I would like to read a few comments and then I'll have my co-panelists give a summary of what they've learned from money in relationships. Then the bishop himself will give his final words. Then we are good to go. God bless you. So, from Mr. Kingsford, Frimpong Manson, he says, I hear you, sir. I believe it's in line with when Bishop said you should give your wives gifts. Yes. And then Michael Abdul Karim is clapping to Mama Theresa. Happy birthday, Mommy. So we'll start with Miss Irene. Your summary. Then we can go on.
Okay, so thank you very much, Daddy. We are much grateful for this opportunity. So with what I learned, it's based on the joint account, that it's not necessary for you to have a joint account before the relationship. But once you enter the relationship, you are married, you can have a joint account. And you gave a biblical perspective where the Bible says a man will leave his house and then be joined with the wife. Yep. So now the two are one. That's so right. They are good to go with the joint account. Okay, thank you.
Good show.
Right. I believe this show is really helping us, helping many out there. And Daddy, we are so grateful for this. I have learned that as a married woman, no matter what happens, I should be hardworking, strive for the best for the family, no matter what happens. So that is what I have learned. And one thing the Bible tells us is that women, we should be submissive. So no matter the amount of money you have, you should still be submissive to your husband. Your husband is always the head of the family. So I have learned that, and I believe that I'm going to take that into practice. No matter what be the case, whether my husband is not having much or has lost his job, anyway he's down in his financial status, I should submit to him. Yeah.
Good talk.
Thank you very much. And I have also learned that no matter what's the case, as a young lady, you should make the man use his money to marry. You shouldn't support the man in any way. Miss Pamela.
Okay, so thank you, Daddy, for the opportunity. This program has been so insightful, and I have learned a lot. One thing that I learned from this was from my first question. You were saying that no matter the circumstance at home, using the girls as example, you said no matter the situation, no matter the circumstance. And I also learned that it's a very good thing to fellowship and to be a working Christian in a church. Because you made mention of the girl could have spoken to the authorities of the church.
Sure.
But I was thinking, what if this girl is not an active worker in the church? So through it, or I have learned that you should fellowship in a good church, and then you should be an active Christian. And no matter your finances as a woman, you should learn to be humble and let your husband rule. Thank you.
Good
Thank you,
talk.
Bishop.
Wow.
You can go ahead, Daddy.
Well, what can I say more? I've said much. Money is good. And I'm praying for all my online viewers. Those in Europe, those in Asia, America, I know you are not working. May my Jesus provide for you.
Amen.
May God bring another manna. Although, if you base your choice on money, you have lost the battle completely. Because you married a man and not the money. And there are some people that are women, they are wives. They don't have mouth. Why? They went for already made men. And so the man said, hey, keep your mouth shut. When I met you, have my houses. Don't touch this. Don't touch that. There are some exceptional cases. Some rich men, few of them, they marry the girls, they didn't have much, and they take care of them. But majority, especially non-Christians and non-church, they don't treat women at all, some of them. So go for your type. That's what I would say. Life, they say, is progressive attainment. And I love that quotation. Here in Peace Chapel, I've seen many young girls, when they were young, they met their husband, they didn't have money. They married them because they love them. Today, God has blessed their husband, they're all rich. So that would be my advice for young girls. And I'm not saying maybe by destiny or by fate. You ask for you. Let's say 1, 2, 3 out of one of you. God has designed that a mortal billionaire rich man is coming on your way. Take it in Jesus' name. Everybody is taking that one. I'm not saying say no to that, but no, far from that. Just that when you say yes to a man, say yes because the man is a person that you want to live the rest of your life, not because of money alone. Money must be part, but the love first. That man is somebody that his presence alone make you feel good. Marry such a person. A man with a vision, first, a child of God, a Christian who has good vision and who is not lazy. And make sure he's not going to take you for granted. Marry a guy who loves you and respects you, who will support you. Some people saw these indicators in the beginning, and along the line, they are not seen again. If I like that, don't lose hope. God's having the best. And for my sons, young guys, if you want to marry, money is good. Or if you don't have it at all, you can't give anything to your wife. It's going to be a problem. So what am I saying? If you don't have income, no income at all, you don't need a wife. Find something doing. I'm not saying be rich before you marry. No. But make sure at least here in Ghana, contest, you have 500 Ghana, 200 Ghana. In other words, have some money, inflow, 300, 400, that you know, if I have 3 and I have 2, and the woman also has something, we can live our life. Somebody can receive 250 Ghana. I went to a shop, somebody received 250 Ghana, but it's a married man. And they've understood themselves. But I'm saying, if you don't have a kobo, don't marry in faith. That can be dangerous and damaging. Make money, but use correct way. But don't forget that if God blesses you right now and you have money, you can marry as well. But I'm not saying wait to get money first. Marry when you have some income. But if you don't have any income at all, don't marry at all. But as God blesses you, if you're a man hearing the sound of my voice, if God has blessed your wife, be happy and pray for the promotion of your wife. And in case you are rich, support your wife. Take care of her. Oh, don't use money to intimidate her. Not at all. Love her. God bless you for your time, and I hope you are going to meet again and again.
Thank you very much. All said and done. Money is good, but don't allow the money to be a god in your home. A man with a vision will take you to television. God bless you for watching. God bless you for staying tuned. Peace Chapel will come your way again on Wednesday, 7:15 to 8:15, and it's going to be a wonderful discussion. And then Family Matters will come again on Saturday, 4 p.m. And be sure to note that is going to be very interesting. God bless you. I would like to humbly thank all my co-panelists and Bishop for coming for today's program. God bless you so much.
LP, I'm sure although you have signed up, but there are some people who have some questions here. I don't know whether your producer will allow you to have you check. There are some questions here, or if you think we need to meet.
He says 5 minutes, so we can.
5 minutes, okay. Go ahead. Hi, if you can, I've seen some comments here. If you can read for them to know that they are also here, that would be great. Yeah. Kwejo Amuakohene.
Okay.
And Chris.
So, yes, please. I've seen the questions. Kwejo Amuakohene says, "Hi, please, young girls, be careful because some men are wicked. Don't think too much of money. God bless you. If you wait, there is time for everything. May God bless you all." Ike Tete says, "Good show. Proud of the youth, my bishop, and Reverend Dapa." I think those, and then Chris Success says, "I have got to understand that dating is not a contract. So from now, I'm not going to spend on a lady." God bless you all for your comments. Thank you so much. God willing, tomorrow is Sunday, and we would like you to know that Peace Chapel will come your way again, 8 a.m. to 10 a.m. God bless you for staying tuned. I want to thank all the media team, everyone that has made sure that this program has come and has been a success. God bless you all. God bless you, viewers. We'll see you tomorrow. God bless you. Thank you.
anamu bi a wutu owiase no wa uti mu pɔ na mɛkyerɛ wo daakye